I was watching my series, JJ, when I realized that, yes, it's winter and there's something I've been wanting to share with you guys. Nigerians, if you're moving from your country to a cold country especially, and you're moving with kids, and you don't know these things, please take your seat now and listen to me. I want to share with you about 15 things that you need to know. If you're relocating with your kids to a cold country, sit down. It must have been yourself for you. Sit down now and listen to me. Now, number one, if you've been driving in Nigeria, you will not come here and immediately get a car and start to drive, you'll get license and all of that. Except for countries that will let you drive for a while, but still, you still need to get your license. So listen to me. You already know you need a stroller to push your kids around, especially if you have little ones. Now, there's something they call sleeping pouch. You put your child, it's like a sack, but it's for winter. You put your child inside the sack. Let me tell you my experience. I didn't know this pouch existed. I just thought, just dress your child up for cold, give them shoes and all. And I had a 6-month-old child, and the shoes will fall off, and no one was telling me that your child's shoes has fallen off. And I started to wonder, what am I going to do? His shoes kept falling off until I now found out about this sleeping sack. Then I went to get it. And no one told me that, no, you're not supposed to put so much clothes on him, or his shoes might fall off and all. You need a sleeping pouch. No one told me. So I'm telling you now, you need a sleeping pouch. Your child will be comfortable and warm in that sleeping pouch. That's one. 2, I can't stress this enough. Moisturize your kids, moisturize your own hands. You'll be pushing strollers, you'll be in the cold. Sometimes you might not wear your gloves, though gloves are very important. But moisturize your hands, moisturize your kids' body, their face, because the winter is literally sucking them dry. Moisturize their face, moisturize their hands, every part of their body that is exposed. Please moisturize and moisturize. Shea butter tried, but it didn't do much for me. Castor oil and coconut oil are your best friends. Now, 3, when it's extremely cold, use wool and fleece. When it's a lot cold, you can use wool. But when it's extremely cold, like -10, please use wool and fleece. Then you don't need to put so much clothes on them. The wool goes in, the fleece come on top, and then the real clothes they wear, and then the jackets. Check the weather before you go outside. When they tell you that the weather here is bipolar in nature, they know what they are saying. The sun can be shiny outside now, and then you go into it and you will see that it's freezing. And the weather can even be better now, like it's not so cold, but few hours later or few minutes later, it's like freezing. It's beautiful in pictures, hey. But when you are in it, you will know snow is beautiful in pictures. Your love for it might not last, but your kids will love it. I'm telling you, snow is a lot. It's only beautiful in pictures, but kids love it. Getting a driver's license, it's not easy. Getting a driver's license is not easy, but you get it eventually. You just have to work hard and all. You have to read, you have to work hard, you have to practice and all of that. So it's a lot. Just brace up, but you eventually get it. You can talk to me about this, but don't be quick to shout racism. You might think you're helping them, but it makes things worse for them in the long run. Every war that has been won was first won in the mind. Put this in mind. Don't be quick to shout racism. Classism is everywhere. Mind how you dress your child up, mind how you take care of their hair, their skin and all of that. Make sure your child is not looking like that, poor child from Africa. You might think that nobody knows your child, but no, your child is popular in the school. You might not be popular yet, but your own child is popular. So don't make your child that poor African child from Nigeria, please. Your child can also be the African prince from Nigeria. Sunscreen. I can't stress this enough. Please, every weather abroad is very effective. When sun comes, please use sunscreen. Use sunscreen for your kids. It's very important for their skin. When it's cold, please use gloves for kids. It's very important. It protects their hand. The winter sucks their skin dry. Please always make sure that you're wearing gloves for your kids when it's cold. When you see mold in your house, please pay attention to it. It's going to make your child sick. Make sure you do all that you need to do so that your child is not exposed to mold. Once you're abroad, please say good things about your country. Your child is now in another country. You don't want everything your child knows about your country to be all bad. Please say the good things that your child needs to know about the country so that they do not associate themselves with bad. We are always a product of the people that came before us. Your child is Nigerian by blood, right? So make sure that thing they're associated with is not all bad for your child's sanity. I'm sure one of the reasons you left is because of your kids. Now, understand that your child do not need divorced parents. When you get to another country, so many things are going on because you're trying to settle and there's a lot of changes. Don't be quick to think of divorce because now you're in another country. Your child needs both parents to thrive. Please, you can make it work. If you could make it work back home in Nigeria, you can make it work outside the country. The first thing that should come to your mind when you have conflict with your spouse should not be divorce. Think of making it work first. Think of everything that you can do to make it work first. Prioritize your mental health. If you want to be the best for your children, your mental health has to be, intact. So take trips. Don't worry about the people at home. When you're settling down, when you're trying to make things work for you and your family, don't worry about the people at home. They're fine. They're settled. They're in their comfort zone. They'll be fine. Take care of yourself so you can take care of your kids. Take care of your mental health. Be sane so that you can be sane for your kid. The last one. Sugar is still not your friend. I know you are in a country now where there's sugar everywhere and you have access to it everywhere you go, but it's still not your friend. Try to eat healthy. If you can bring food, bring as much food as you can. Honestly, you're going to need it. All right, then. I hope you learned a few things from these tips that I've given you. Till I see you again. Cheers.